Hey everyone, we're back with another LEGO review. It's the Ninjago Dragons Rising Destiny's Bounty Race Against Time. It is set number 71797, 9 plus set, and it has 1,739 pieces. Very nice box art, as you can see. Bunch of characters. Let's get right into it. So it doesn't even fit on the whole screen there. Go back out and you can see the whole mess on the table. If you know what this set is, without me showing any more of it, feel free to put a comment down below. But that one we're working on. The wife is helping me with that one, so I did this in 2 nights, about 2 hours each night. That takes a little longer because we kind of do a bag every few hours. But yeah. This is the sticker sheet for the Destiny's Bounty. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stickers. Pretty easy ones, no circles, which is always nice. It is. I was actually a little surprised when I bought it. At 1,700 pieces. I didn't think it was that big. I found it at Walmart on clearance for 39% off. That is, I bought it on, let's see, 3 or 4 days ago, and today is July 4th. So I think it was either the 30th of June or, yeah. Actually, no, I believe it was the 1st of July. But anyways, 3 or 4 days ago, 2024, I found this for 40% off at Walmart. It was the last one at my Walmart, but maybe you found one. I've been eyeing this for a while. I didn't really want to pay full price for it. I was hoping I can get it for 20% off, and to get it almost 40% off was awesome. I was very happy for that. So let's talk about the figures and then the set. So let's start off with Rapton here, our bad guy. The only bad guy in the set. I don't know why I did that, but he has a grappler hook. He also has a sword. It's a really nice sword. When they have, I'm going to zoom in here. When they have swords like this, I wonder why they couldn't do like a real Darksaber for Star Wars, but whatever. I'm not going to go on about that. The detail on the front and back looks great. I will take that chest piece off in just a second. You could put a clip there to hold, his grappler or his sword or something. Actually, I think it probably came with an extra one. Maybe not. He has white hair. There's the front face, kind of a yell, and this one's just more of a stern look. Taking the head off, we get a better picture of the chest plate, which is really cool. It kind of has that dragon look to it, like it's looking at you. Really cool. And the back looks just fine. Nothing amazing about the back. Nothing bad. And the legs match very well. I really do like this figure. It's a very cool figure. Even though he's a bad guy. Let's set him over there. All right, let's talk about the other figures that I have chilling. Let's start with Aaron. Why not? He's just hanging out here. I put him up there. And I think when I display this, that's exactly how I'm going to do it, depending on which angle I display it from. But yeah, this is Aaron. Nice to meet you. He has, the thing is with his color scheme, it really blends in a lot. It doesn't stand out much, the dragon, but it's there. I do like it. He looks pretty solid. He can hold 2 swords back here if you had a couple extra swords. With this set comes with like 3 extra swords, plus a whole bunch of swords for decoration in the set. So it comes with extras, which is nice. You have their front. I'll show you the back in a second after I take off the hooded piece here. We have some dual molded hood. He does not have 2 faces, I'll point out quickly. This weapon, it's kind of like a grappler hook that he kind of uses in the show. I don't know if it's meant to be exactly like that, because I think, to me, this is more of a whip. But I don't know. Either way, that's what we've got. So here's the front. It's more of a hoodie that he wears. Oh, maybe not. There's no hood on the back, but and it has a little different look to it. So that's Aaron. Aaron is a decent looking fig. Oh, here. We'll take a look at the head. The face, at least. There's the face. So, just going to go through the figs. Let's go for Sora next. Another dual molded hood. The front of her looks great. I think the eyes look really cool. They stand out well. I do love the hood piece. The arm printing on this figure, I don't think there's any on Aaron. I didn't think so. Rapton does not either, but he just has those gold arms. Anyways, really great printing on the arms here. There's that side, and this side, of course, doesn't have any. So I should say arm. You take off the hood to find the head. She does have two faces, 1 and 2. Solid. Let's take this all off. She also can hold 2 swords. She has 1 now, of course. And there's the front. And there's the back. I love the detail they give Sora. I think that it's another awesome figure. I think Aaron lacks... Oops. Nice. It went right underneath the ship. Bounced off the instruction manual and came right back over here. So I think Aaron is a little bland. But then again, he kind of... It's not... it's pretty accurate for the show. She's got a lot more going on. So it's not a big deal. Now I have Kai first of our 3 more ninja on board. And I believe we have Kai in this form. Oh, maybe we don't. I don't think so. I'm looking over there. I have some other Ninjago sets. Oh, there we go. Let's see if he is the same Kai that came in the Elemental Mech. I have to see. I don't know. This is the Elemental Mech Kai right here. I don't think it is. No, not at all. Not at all. The head is the same, I believe. Certainly looks like it right now. But there's some serious differences there. So, the Elemental Mech Kai. And it should be different. This was a different wave. They're both Dragons Rising sets, but they were different waves. The Elemental Mechs are much more recent. They're from Season 2 of Dragons Rising, whereas the Destiny's Bounty is from Season 1. I don't know if I mentioned it before. This is the first Destiny's Bounty we have built. But he can carry 2 swords, but he only carries 1. He has 1 face and 2 face. There's the mouth from the second face. Taking the head off here. It's a little hard with the sword. I should take the sword out. You can see the whole chest. Just a really nice looking, clean figure. No, I think it looks good. Yeah. Source Dragon there in the back. I think that's meant to be a Source Dragon. Looking good. I like the black face showing through, so I leave it like that. And next is, let's go for Lloyd. Very similar. In fact, let's hold them up. Brick separator. We'll edit that out. Yeah, very similar figures here, obviously, which I think is good. Yeah. Solid, clean look. Could hold 2 swords again. Face is going to be similar. Obviously, he's going to have Lloyd's face. Hello. There we go. He's going to have Lloyd's face. Because he's Lloyd. Hello. There we go. Taking the head off. Oh my gosh. It's the sword, guys. I should take the swords out. There is the Bati. Just very clean, simple Source Dragon on the back. I really like these figs in this. Where am I going here? I really like these figs in this set. I generally like most Ninjago figs. Oops. Hello. Okay, Master Wu. Oh my gosh. Master Wu hasn't really been in the show so far. Spoilers. Except for... No, he was in a scene, I believe. But was he really in the scene, or was he more of a silhouette? I can't remember now. But he definitely wasn't on the bounty. If I'm wrong, correct me below, but I don't remember him being on there. It's been a few months since I've seen Season 1. But there he is. His head's not quite straight on there. There we go. He's got the classic hat. He's got a staff. The beard, of course. There's the back. Let's take a look. There's no second face on this fig. Just to show you the full face, I'm going to turn it here. But, of course, he has the beard. So... And then if you take that off, that's what it looks like underneath. Again, very nice, clean figure. And I'm very happy with it. Very simple. This, I believe, is actually our first Master Wu that we've owned. I could be wrong. Okay, let's get into the Destiny's Bounty here. Let's start out with the bow of the ship. I'm going to tilt the camera down a little bit. My super professional mount. And starting out at the bow is our dragon. Now, what's cool about this dragon is it actually can be removed from the ship. And I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So to do that, I'm going to just raise the sails. I'll show you how to do that too. This section here, where there is, I'll kind of show this first, I guess. We have a little area to sit down and have tea. You can sit minifigures here and here. And you have some plants there. And, you know, obviously your teacups and your teapot. And there's a little game in the middle here. And that's a sticker element. So plenty of room also to put a few standing figures. You could even put some on the sides here and here. So plenty of room to put that. I wish that maybe, I wonder if I can get this. Yeah, I think if I turn these a little bit, they'll look a little bit better. Yeah, it's more curved now. So that looks really good. Yeah, that looks really good. Anyways, so to get in there and take the dragon out, you open it up like this very easily. Now it'll stay up kind of well. Of course, that got turned. I don't know if it'll really stay up. Yeah, it doesn't really stay up unless you kind of manipulate that other piece. Anyways, we're going to just set it up like that. Now, he's kind of folded up into there. The instructions show you how to do it, but it comes out pretty easily. And you can kind of see down into there. There's plenty of room for him. It goes right through to the bottom. His tail is actually going to go way in there because he's got a decently long tail. We're going to put that back down, and then that's left open. I don't love that. I actually wish they gave us something to cover that up. I would have loved all this bow area here, that's deck area on the bow, to just be able to be filled in. And I feel like it would have been very easy to do that, just to make some angled pieces here, and you kind of already have pieces here that'll kind of hold it in place. I think it just would have been very easy. Because I kind of wish they did that. Another 10 to 20 pieces, depending on how they designed it. I might go ahead and do that. I don't have a lot of this color plate lying around, but I might see what I can do and just make something. I'd love to just close that off for when the dragon's not in there. Though on display, I think he'll be in there most of the time. We're going to come back to the ship in a minute. I want to show you the dragon. So that's him kind of folded up. The instructions show it a little bit differently, but almost exactly like this. But this is how I got it in, and it worked. They unfold. There's good points of articulation here. Pretty good for the most part. So we'll start off with the legs. And we have a point of articulation at the hip and the ankle. Unfortunately, nothing at the knee. It's going to be the same thing on the other side, of course. I love the color scheme of this dragon, by the way. Articulation at the shoulder and the wrist or ankle. And then we have, and obviously it's going to be the same on the other side. And then we have the neck there. And then we have a ball joint here and a ball joint there. So plenty of articulation at the head. Pretty good amount, at least. It doesn't go super far. And because you don't have any ball joint there, no side to side, you can't get the head to swing too far to the side. It'll go a little bit, which honestly, I think that's plenty. I mean, I guess I can see a dragon going a little bit more, but I think that's plenty. I think it's good. There's no mouth in this dragon. This is all a brick-built head. He doesn't open his mouth, which is unfortunate. He or she. I don't know. They do have claws for the feet. And then the wings. And now the only thing is I don't like these wings. They're just too small. They're too small for the dragon, I think. If I look back at the show, I feel like they were a little bit bigger in the show. To me, these are just way too small. And it's not a huge deal. But I wonder if they could have done something different. Maybe it is accurate. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. Looking at the tail, we have three ball joints rather. 1, 2, and 3. The tail has pretty good movement. You can do a lot with it. There's a sword at the end. And it'll keep whatever position you put it in, which is also very nice. Very nice. We have a seat for a minifig. What's nice about this seat is it's big enough so that you can actually fit a minifig. Now, I don't think it'll work with his sword. We can try. It might. It does. It does. And actually, those cheese slopes kind of help with that. I don't know if that was intended, but the sword can be right there. And I'm sure you can have 2 swords on him if you wanted to. But yeah, there's plenty of room for them to have their full outfit on without having to take stuff off. And of course, you might not put Lloyd there. You might put Aaron or Sora. But yeah, it works very well. Got their joysticks to man the cannons. This whole thing, I'll put them back on there. This whole thing turns. These also go up and down, which I don't think is super necessary. But, you know, that's okay. And maybe that was the best way they thought to attach them. I don't know. But it works. It does swivel, and it's very nice. You know, I was thinking, I wish, and I don't think it was like this in the show. I'm sure it wasn't. I kind of wish, though, that they took those stud shooters right here and found a way to install like 1, 2, 3, and same thing on the other side, and then maybe 2 more in the back, and then have a bunch of cannons off the side. That's just me, because I love warships, and especially old sail warships. But that's totally not necessary. That's just a me thing. Yeah, so the dragon's really solid. You know, it's a smaller dragon, so I understand the brick-built head over a molded head. It kind of goes down there a lot. That's cool. It does go into the ship, which is really nice. If you like that, yeah, I'm happy with the dragon for the most part. Cool. The wings are a little small. I guess that's my only real complaint on it. The articulation's not great, but it's good enough, and it's probably what I would expect for that size of a dragon. So we talked about the bow, about the seating area, and about the inside that holds the dragon. We can come back here, though. We can look that there's 2 anchors, along with the ship's name, Destiny's Bounty, of course, and it's going to be exactly the same on the other side. The anchors they feel pretty sturdy to me. I was worried when I built them, but I feel now, and I don't think they'd fall off very easily. Got some more detail up on the front here. You do have this little joint here, and I think that's just meant to be just a point on the end of the ship. But if you want to be creative, you could put something there, I'm sure. You definitely could. There we go. I'm going to leave it. I think that's great. If you watched this far into the video and you saw that, you know, don't judge. Well, I don't care if you judge me. But we have some detail on the side here. Now, I don't love, and there's other sets in LEGO that have this problem too, where blue pins are standing out. I really wish they'd make these pins in black or gray. It would have helped a lot in the UCS AT-AT and even the regular smaller AT-AT from Star Wars. But it is what it is. This whole assembly is pretty sturdy. It's all Technic. The last bag really was the sail, and it was all Technic. It became a Technic build all of a sudden. And I just want to show you underneath what it kind of looks like. And this is what I mean. It wasn't a difficult build, but it's just almost all Technic. There's some gears here. And if you look on this side, you'll see, you don't see it much better, but there's a smaller gear and a larger gear here. So, I'll show off the lantern too really quickly. Just a lantern that kind of sits right there. When you turn this, the sails will go down and up. And you can kind of see how it works. So you can do either or. And I like them up personally. And I will say, when we display this on our shelf, I will probably have to put the other side down, which won't be very difficult because I just have to take out, I don't know what kind of piece that is, but this gray dome piece, I'll just take out the one on the side that's against the wall. It'll actually work really well. So, to the helm. We have the steering wheel, obviously. The helm is where the ship is steered from. We have commanded from. We have a compass that I thought I had pointing north up, but that's okay. Now you put it to the side, and it is. You have a telescope. So that's cool. Some more of that detail. We get the dragon. We saw that on the front there as well. Some more of that here and on the other side, of course. It's very mirrored on each side for the most part. Now, getting to the back here, I'm going to bring this down. We have our engines. This trans blue tile is there. This should be angled up a little bit more. Oh, and it broke. Okay. So, let's put that back together. We'll just edit all this out, right? We'll edit it all out. You'll never know what happened. I was having problems with this last night, too. Might have to go back to the instructions. So, there we go. It's just a little finicky sometimes. I don't think I did anything wrong. I followed the instructions and I looked and studied and made sure I did it right. Yeah, now it's moving a little bit. So it does move. I don't think it's supposed to. I think that's what that stud there is supposed to hold it in place, but I can't find any way to really get it connected. And I tried, guys. If I'm doing it wrong and you built this set and you know better, feel free to tell me if it's supposed to connect. I tried and I could not get it to. It was... I think I just put it back in the right spot, but either way, in the instructions, I definitely had it in the right spot last night on both sides. Either way, though, they're meant to turn like this, and I don't think that's meant to turn. I think that stud should go into one of these holes, and that's really what I was trying to do last night. It would be maybe not one of those, maybe one of these outer ones. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just not holding it well enough. I guess I'd have to look from underneath. No, I see it. Maybe it doesn't go. Anyways, I'm not going to dwell on that right now. Up here we have the banners. They're the same on each side. I'll come around to the aft of the boat here, the back. And don't worry, we'll get to the cabin here. We're going to see a little bit. We have more engines here. Okay. We also have another lantern dangling there. Cool. And like I said, there's the back of the cabin. And here's another banner. And everything else is the same on this side. So let's take a look at the interior of the ship here. And it's not a very large interior. Well, actually, it's a pretty good interior. It's bigger than I thought it would be. So first off, the top attic, I call it, opens up. Boom. Boom. And here we find Ryu. Baby Ryu, specifically. He's just chilling in there, so if you thought I forgot him in the beginning, that's where he was. And I'll pull him out just so we can see him. And he's the same Baby Ryu we get in a few other sets. Really nice detail. I love this little guy. He's great. So there he is. That's his little home. He's got a yellow bone. He's got a ball. He has a carrot, a pretzel, a drumstick, and a green apple. And that is it. And oops. So that's Baby Ryu's little house. And then we can close it up. And it closes nicely. Now, next thing we do is we can take this off. And it's held in place like that. And in here, not too much going on. Can walk through there, obviously. And then they've got a picture or a map. To me, it's not so much a picture, or a map, I mean. But we have a sextant there for navigation. We have some swords for decoration, or hey, you can even just use them if you need them. So that's pretty much it for that room. There's some nice circle windows in the sides and back. I love that. They're just some nice big circle windows. I do. And you can even put some characters back here. There's plenty of room on that back area there. And there's not really room to put characters on the sides here. You could put one up here. But it gives the impression and the assumption that characters can traverse and go to the back. Which I like that they didn't, that they gave that. So, now, last thing we're going to do here, if I can do it, is we're going to take this off. And I didn't know it had this big interior here. So we're looking at 2 beds. We're looking at a sword with Lloyd's hood and mask. There's a chalkboard here with some chalk, and I'm guessing that's supposed to be an eraser, a yellow eraser. We have some sushi next to one of the beds with, of course, a teapot right there. A teacup. And then on this side, I'm going to flip it all around. Yeah, man, this is a task to flip this baby around. On this side, you have a television with 2 game controllers and a couple places to sit. You also have a weapons station, sword, some size, and some throwing stars. And, well, that's basically it. Not much left to show. That just gets covered up by this. Nothing really attached. Well, it does. There's a couple studs that hold it in place. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it just goes right there. Like that. So, I showed you everything, I think. I don't think I missed anything. I really enjoyed building this set. I want to be clear. This was there's an apple. Ryu, your apple. Okay. It was a really fun set to build. Probably not my favorite. I love building the mechs and the dragons. from Ninjago. This is a little hard to get on here. I had the same problem last night. It's just there's a couple things you just kind of have lined up there. Not hard, but just takes a second sometimes. So there it is. This is the Destiny's Bounty Race Against Time. I really like the set. For 40% off, for 39% off for me, this was a no-brainer. It was a great set to just pick up and have for our collection. Don't know where it's going to go yet, but really happy to have it. If you can get it for 40% off, to me, if you have the money and you want a Destiny's Bounty, I think it's a no-brainer to spend. While this is a good detail, they do detail this nicely, I don't love that it gets thin here. I just don't love that. I feel like I would love it if it kind of went here and just curved into this. But that was the artist's way of doing it in the show. There's nothing wrong with the Lego set. That's just me personally. Yeah, that's about it, guys. So let me know in the comments if you like the set. If you don't like the set, I'm going to be doing a lot more videos, so please subscribe so that you can and see those videos. I mean, you can see them even if you're not subscribed, but if you're subscribed, it probably will pop up more likely in your feed. So I really like my addition of the dragon up here. That was totally impromptu. I'm not going to leave it like this, of course. I could. Looks kind of good, actually, I think. But then you have this headless dragon, which is a little weird. So thank you all for watching, and leave a comment if you have something to say. I'll just edit that out where I almost tipped the camera. Bye.